Hey, it's your boy Taylor Grant. I'm here with Bellator Claims Resolution. It's Bellator Claims Resolution. I'm a licensed public adjuster, and what that means to you as a consumer or a property owner or a policy holder is that I can help you, and I'm on your team, not the insurance company's team, but on your team, fighting the insurance company, making sure that you get paid what you're rightfully owed through a legitimate property insurance claim. So if you have an insurance claim that you need help with, contact us today, bellatorclaims.com. However, that's right, I'm here to talk to you about the denial of the day. Today's comes to us from Jana of Longmont, Colorado. She says, my husband and I were burnt out of our home. We have 4 children, 3 of them school age. They are rude, the insurance company is rude, they don't return phone calls, and most importantly, they treated us like criminals, not victims. We'll talk about that here in a second. Our children are horrified and upset. No compassion, no sympathy for our family who lost everything from the insurance company. They, the insurance company, put us in a hotel and then forgot about us. Okay. This is one of the biggest complaints that I get as a public adjuster dealing with insurance claims and insurance companies. What I hear the majority of the time from my clients is this: we've been paying our premiums. They were great while taking our money. But now that we made a claim, we are treated like criminals. I've heard it over and over and over again. And it's unfortunate. But this is the reason that we, as public adjusters, even exist, is because the insurance companies aren't doing what's right. They are not paying legitimate claims. I'm telling you guys, when an insurance company comes to me or the contractor or the property owner with a complete denial, $0, or they say, we'll pay you $416 of the $18,000 roof that needs to be replaced, that is not fair. That is not legitimate. If your policy covers the damage and there's been legitimate storm damage or other damage that is covered under your policy and the insurance company is not paying, you have to reach out, because the sooner you do, the better. When you reach out sooner rather than later, I'll tell you a couple things that actually happen which are in your favor. One, you get a licensed public adjuster who knows policy coverage and can discuss your policy with the insurance company. Okay? The second thing that happens is you get somebody that can navigate the commercial insurance claim process or residential claims process and make sure that you are covered along the way. There are certain things that you have to do based on your policy and recommendations that we have for best practices to make sure you're covered if the worst case scenario happens and you have to take the insurance company to court. That is our job in regards to helping you, being an advisor to you and an advocate for you to make sure that you can get the best outcome regarding your claim. Now, I can't guarantee anything regarding a claim. I can't. I'm not the one that makes the decision, but I can tell you what not to do very clearly and the things that we must do to get the claim moving forward. And then we can also put the insurance carrier to task and make sure they understand you have somebody that knows what they're doing on your team. Because that's the last thing they want to deal with, is pushing back on a guy like us that we can then push back and say, hey, look, what you're saying is not legitimate. I mean, I hear all sorts of stuff. One of the things is this: if you had a roof and there was only 5 shingles that were torn off during the wind and hailstorm, would you pay $20,000 to replace the roof? Would you? And you as a consumer, you'd be like, well, gosh, I mean, that makes sense. Why am I asking them to pay $20,000 to replace a whole roof when there's only 5 shingles that are missing? Well, there's a lot of things that go into that, including indemnification, which the insurance company, if you have the right type of policy, has agreed to do by taking your premiums and giving you a contract, also called a policy, that states what they will and they won't do in it. Okay? So, the question of, would you replace a whole roof that costs $20,000 for 5 missing shingles? Yeah, you, insurance company, have agreed to take on that risk. That's why I pay you a premium every single month is because if something happens to my roof, I need to get it replaced. I expect you to do that if it's covered under the policy and it is legitimate storm damage. I expect it to be covered. So there's so many different things, and what I really want to get across to you is this. When you have somebody working on your team and you get them involved at the very beginning, get us involved at the beginning, we can help you take care of every other step along the way. Versus when we get called after a claim has been tried to push through, okay, and then falls flat on its face, we get called to come try to scrape it off the ground and save it. And sometimes it's impossible. And if it's not impossible, it's way harder to do it that way than it is to just start off on the right foot. So contact us today, bellatorclaims.com. I'm Taylor. I'm a licensed public adjuster with Bellator Claims Resolution. I want to help you with your commercial and residential property insurance claims. And if you haven't been treated fairly, you've been denied, or you've been grossly underpaid, contact us today, bellatorclaims.com.